XRP News Script, Simple English Version. Hey everyone. Welcome back to our show. I hope you're all having a great day wherever you are in the world. Let me tell you about something cool that happened with XRP first. Stay tuned. So there's this big bank in Brazil that used something called BBRL on the XRP system to move $1 billion in digital money for their customers. They think they could do the same thing with European money soon. They're helping banks solve real problems. People talk about different stories all the time, but digital coins are getting more popular. But all these digital coins need a bridge to connect them. Ripple XRP will always be that bridge. James Selleck just joined something called the Faster Payments Council. Think about this. If XRP and Ripple weren't going to be used in America, why would Ripple send someone to join this payment council? There would be no reason to do that. That's how you know they're planning something big. There's lots of talk about BlackRock making a special XRP fund because Ripple and XRP are the future. This story just won't go away. Everyone is talking about it right now. And MJ says, can someone say secret deal? Listen to Larry Fink talking here. What about an XRP fund? I know you have one for Ethereum. How about XRP? Can you tell us about that? I can't answer that. Don't you want to tell me? I do want to, but I can't. Okay, he can't talk about XRP or Ripple, and BlackRock won't miss this big chance. Remember, there were 3 funds for Bitcoin, 1 for Ethereum, and 19 for XRP. This shows the difference between useful coins and guessing games. These funds will bring billions of dollars into XRP. When you see how much people want XRP, with prices going to 2 digits, you know BlackRock can't miss out, that it's just not going to happen that they ignore it. They will jump on this opportunity just like they do with everything else BlackRock touches. We've seen how Larry Fink talked badly about Bitcoin years ago, but then it became the biggest thing ever once BlackRock figured out how to make money from it. You could just ignore everything he says right now, that they're moving to Ethereum right now. Once they make all the money they can there, they'll move to XRP next, and that will show it's time for the next big thing. We've been in a time when prices go up for 10 years. Do you agree? Listen to what Tom Lee says here. Are we very early in a new time when prices go up? But we've already had prices going up for a long time. Yeah, I think that's what confuses people because I would say we've been going up since 2020, but we've had 2 big 20% drops since then. So really, this has been a really messed up recovery since the 2020 low points. So I think we're in a new time of rising prices because we just had another big crash that happened from February to April this year. I think the bigger story is that there's a big increase in U.S. workers who are the right age. That's the millennials and Gen Z. Plus, they're getting a lot of money from their parents and grandparents over the next 20 years. This money will be put into stocks instead of loans. And third, the U.S. is at the center of big changes happening with AI and now blockchain. These will really help the money business, which could become 40% of the SP, and healthcare could benefit too. So I think there's a lot to get excited about, and 2035 sounds about right. That would be a 10-year run of rising prices from here. He talked about the biggest money transfer ever, which everyone is talking about now, plus some other points. But would there really be a 10-year run of rising prices? I don't think so. Since no one has ever seen a utility run before, I think we might get into one that would change everything. The difference, is that these useful digital coins now actually do something helpful. But nobody knows how high their prices can go. Tom Lee likes Ethereum. Many people think Ethereum will disappear in the next 10 years, and I think most crypto investors are right about that. In the next 10 years, he will already be rich and retired. But I do think the 4-year pattern will end. I think this will be Bitcoin's last big price jump. Because of its fake tether problem, it's already heading toward disappearing. From now on, everyone will want real value. They want to see their coin actually solve a real problem in the world. Rules that sort cryptocurrencies will only make this story stronger. For example, XRP, XLM, XDC, all of them are digital coins that actually do something useful. Bitcoin is just for guessing and gambling. I think Ethereum will probably keep growing for the next 5 years. But because it costs too much to use, it will also become useless eventually. Like old computer technology, Ethereum will either need to make big changes to survive the coming years. After all, what are Ethereum and Solana going to do when AI and useful digital coins become more popular? How can they keep going when their networks are always broken? I think a small number of digital coins will become the big winners in the top 10. It won't be Ethereum, Solana, or Bitcoin. As XRP investors, we will see that change happen, and this is why the entire $155 trillion money sending system will be replaced by Ripple. Listen to what Navin Gupta says here. What do you think is the next move on Ripple's plan to put you on the spot here? No, it's very simple. So I think if there's one message you can get in this room, Ripple is not an ordinary company. We are not here to have a small piece of the market or do small things and make a small amount of money or something like that. That we are here to make a big change in the universe. Either we will change the money-sending universe, the way you understand how value gets moved around the world between people and companies, or we will just disappear. So it's almost 0 or 1, and some of it comes from our Silicon Valley pride, and some of it comes from, that's why 6 years ago we were born with a mission of moving money like information moves today, right? And we're making it possible by working with the system that already exists. So I think this is a key thing that makes Ripple different, and that's why we're a company that focuses on one thing. Every day we get dozens of ideas telling us, why don't you do security trading? Why don't you work and trade money? Why don't you do this and that? And what we tell them is just sending money across borders is a $155 trillion problem. We'll solve this first. That will make a difference to everybody who's in this room. And only after we have made the difference will we look at something else. So we're like Google is for searching. Ripple is for sending money. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it right. And we will not stop until we earn your respect and your business. Navin Gupta was that person. They were on that mission early on, and Ripple has changed a little since then, but he is no longer there. The money-sending system and not needing to unlock Nostro accounts stayed in their minds. But Ripple became a one-stop shop as they now have custody services and want to grow their tokenization work because the XRP ledger was made for tokenization. Now listen to this and see how the XRP ledger has been tested. I also wanted to ask about all the new blockchains starting up. I think that's a short way to put it. How do you see XRPL making itself different from all the others that are coming in and out and everything in between? Yeah. Honestly, I've been excited by the news of many different L1S built specifically for payments and company finance. I think XRPL was arguably the first blockchain built specifically for payments over a decade ago, as I mentioned. And seeing others come on the scene only proves that we're all working on the right use cases. We're all in it together for this industry and creating an opportunity for blockchain, which is better technology than the traditional old financial systems, to really take place and start to support these use cases. So I see us all as one team in a way, in terms of changing some of the old technology that just isn't meeting the needs of companies and their customers. In terms of XRPL being different, it's been tested in battle that we've been doing on-chain payments for a decade. The network is highly reliable. It's strong, has not been hacked, is still working at the highest levels of efficiency from a cost and speed standpoint. And then for use cases, it's a privilege to have our customers right next door building payment systems for our payments team, building general blockchain systems for stablecoins for our custody team, and now for Hidden Road. So I think bringing all of these pieces together to be able to offer a true one Ripple solution to real problems in the market is really what sets us apart from those other chains. And pay attention to what she says. Even though these new L1S keep showing up, they're not a threat to Ripple or the XRP ledger because it has been proven to work well. Remember that Ripple has had those systems in place for more than 10 years. So all of these new L1S that are showing up still need to either build out their systems or use the XRP ledger or Ripple systems to get their whole project working with the XRP ledger. For years, XRP and Ripple have been seen as the future that XRP and Ripple cannot be replaced. I think there will be a lot of working together in the future. Some of these new digital coins, I think, have potential use, but they won't be the next XRP. XRP is XRP. Many people think this is a strong sign that you are already committed to the future. Is it something you have to hear that I need help? Okay. Investing. Don't know what to do, what it is, but I need help. Okay. So I would recommend. So me personally, I have 1.3 million in XRP. So right now it's about $2 and something, but the community knows that when I know it will jump up to $10, I'm going to be basically set for life. So I would highly recommend buying XRP. Why are you crying? What the heck did you just say? XRP. I couldn't even understand what X could even stand for. It doesn't stand for anything. It's just like, XRP doesn't stand for anything like specifically. It's just like I'm screwed. Crypto men, come this way. Help me, just put money into XRP and then you're set for life. Put my money in it or just spend it all. Whatever you want to do. Well, will the IRS come after me if they won't come